In this video, I'm going to be showing you why getting jacked changes everything. You're missing out. Getting jacked will change everything for you as a man, because now all of a sudden you have the advantage in a lot of interactions. If you don't realize this, subconsciously you have the interact. This doesn't necessarily just mean woman attraction. This also means in business deals, in man-to-man interactions and woman-to-man interactions. You have the advantage in a sense, because the person who has the advantage is usually the person in any type of relationship, even if it's a man-to-man relationship, a woman-to-man relationship. There's an admirer and an admiree, like someone who is getting admired and someone who is doing the admiring. Now, necessarily, the whole thing about judging a book, not judging a book by its cover is not necessarily true, because society in general, people in general, are selfish by nature. They're selfish by nature in a sense, because people usually judge what's on the outside before they wanna engage on the inside. For example, if you're a guy, you're attracted to a woman, you're usually physically attracted to her from the outside, and now you want to talk to her to see what else is on the inside. And usually women make subconscious decisions for men. Well, women are usually less serious about this when it comes to judgment based off physical attraction. They give it more leeway, but in a sense, women do usually judge a guy physical attraction to see if they physically like them just because of how they look or how they are, versus if they're just using them for monetary gain. In a sense, you have to realize this. So what I'm trying to say is, getting jacked will change everything for you, because it puts the ball in your court, and from now on, in every interaction that you have with people, subconsciously you are going to be looked at as the prize in a sense, because you've taken care of yourself. And because you've taken care of yourself, people like to see the results of hard work, so they can be inspired. So if you subconsciously have taken care of yourself and you are in physically good shape, if you are physically jacked, then from that point on, every interaction that you engage with men or women, they're gonna have, probably subconsciously, they're gonna have a positive subconscious bias about you, just because you've taken care of yourself. Because the bottom line is, if you look around, you go everywhere you go day by day, usually people either look normal or they're just not in the best shape. So if you can be that 5 to 1% of person who's actually in good physical shape, then subconsciously the ball is in your court. You have the advantage in interactions. People are going to act nice to you. I've noticed this before, and I've had a transformation in terms of physical fitness, because I started working out probably seriously, probably at least close to 9 to 10 years ago. So I've seen the changes in my life of being a little bit on the scrawnier side to being more physically fit. I have seen the changes. I've seen the changes in how women interact with me, and I have seen the changes in how men interact with me. It's a night and day difference. The difference is how women interact with you. Usually women tend to, when they see you, they tend to laugh more. In a sense, they're either blushing, in a sense before they talk to you. They're probably blushing, and they're just smiling. They're probably smiling a lot more when it comes to this, because like I said before, people are inherently do judge a book by its cover subconsciously, even if they want to admit it or not. People subconsciously are always judging a book by its cover. You see a guy who doesn't look the best and he's out on the street, subconsciously and as wrong this may seem, as shallow this may seem, you are going to have some unconscious bias about the person, just because of what you see. So if you're smart enough, you can actually use this to your advantage. If you're smart enough and you know hypergamy, and you know the dating market is a hypergamous market, use the hypergamy to your advantage. Become the person who physically looks good, who has his finances order, who has social awareness. Just become that person that women would be attracted to, and you're going to get the benefit of the doubt in most interactions. I was watching this dating show, and it's a show where, and I usually don't even watch shows like this, these dating shows or anything like this, Netflix. I don't watch any of that, but I have watched this one show on YouTube, and it's where people are lined up across, and they're either popping a balloon if they don't like the person, or they're keeping their balloon if they do like the person. And it's a series of questions, kind of like speed dating. And if you don't like the person, you're gonna pop your balloon and it's not gonna be a match. So I watch this, and I'm studying like social dynamics and dating dynamics because of this. And what I realized is if it's like 7 or 8 women lined up and a guy walks in the room, usually the guys who are more attractive, who look physically fit, who are put together, who are established in their grooming and things like that, they're more likely gonna get the leeway in terms of the social interaction. But if they come in that show and they look unkept, then more likely than not, a lot of the girls won't give them the light of day and they will pop their balloon, which is not a match. This is just what you have to realize. So this is why I don't understand how when people just get lazy and then don't keep up after themselves. You're literally doing yourself a big disadvantage, because if you're doing this, you're subconsciously telling yourself that you don't really care about yourself. You're not inspiring the next person, and why should anybody care about you if you don't care about yourself? This is what you have to realize. You have to realize that you have to deserve better for yourself, and getting jacked in a sense is going to make you feel this way. You have to realize this. Like I said, it changes everything, because now people are more likely to do business with you. They're more likely to, if you're interacting with a woman, they're more likely to give you their information and just be interactive with you. I've had a sense where I was going to this venue consistently, and there's this girl who's there, and more likely than not, she's always giving me the eye, or bumping into me, try to get my attention, just because she probably sees me as a viable option, just because I have kept physically fit and she likes what she sees on the outside. In order to actually get people to be invested in you, they have to see what they like. They have to like what they see on the outside. In order, if they don't like what they see on the outside, then more likely than not, they're not going to want to interact with you further, because what's there to find out about. This is what you have to realize. So as shallow as this may seem, looks do matter. Looks will get you in places that you probably didn't think you could get into. Being physically fit matters very much, because people are subconsciously going to give you positive attributes just because you're physically fit. It will change everything for yourself. This 10-year process of becoming more physically fit has put in a sense where people are saying hi to me. Like even earlier today, when I was at the gym, I was leaving, and then the guy next to me who was getting in his car saw me, and then he just said hi to me, and he just waved at me. And I was at the gas station one time, and I was wearing a compression shirt, and then some guy just waved to me and said hi to me. These are some of the things that you have to realize. People don't naturally do that to everybody. People only do that to people that like what they see. So become this person. If you're not keeping up with yourself, you're doing yourself a very big disservice. So the way women are going to treat you is going to be totally different. They're going to probably be more giggly around you, and it's going to probably be a lot more easier in terms of physical attraction. So if you want to change your dating life, if you want to change your business life, getting jacked is the first step, and then having social awareness is the next step. Having social skills is the next step. It will change your life. With that being said, I hope that video helped you out. Like the video, comment, subscribe. We will see you in the next one.